the part about Spider passing out counterfeit bills around town. Yeah, well, Spider amuses me, so sue me. Alex pushed Nate's feet off the couch, taking the space on the opposite end. A strand of hair fell across Alex's forehead, and he brushed it back. Although 2 years apart in birth order, the three brothers looked so much alike that by unspoken agreement, they each wore their hair differently. Nate kept his long black hair tied back into a low ponytail with a leather strip, while Court liked his cut military style. Alex preferred his to curl around his collar, but not an inch longer than that. He'd often thought that unconsciously they had matched their hair to their personalities. Anyone besides me getting worried about Ramon being MIA for a week now? Court said. The word on the street is that his father sent him to Mexico. Alex leaned over and adjusted the gun in his boot where it was rubbing on his ankle. I'm guessing he's meeting with their suppliers. Nate frowned. Where'd you hear that? Here and there. You ought to get out more, bro. Although here and there wasn't exactly the truth. The information had come from a source close to the Alonzo drug cartel family, one he was keeping to himself. What the hell is he doing back? Nate narrowed his eyes as he stared at the large monitor mounted on the wall. I kicked him out earlier. Told him he was banned for a week. Alex glanced at the screen to see Dirty Dan walking up to the bar. Guess he didn't believe you. What'd he do this time? Caught him behind the bar stealing beer again. Nate stood and headed for the door. Idiot, he muttered. I'll come with you. As Alex pushed up from the sofa, his phone pinged with an incoming text, and he pulled it out of his pocket. Need to see you. The exclamation point was code for ASAP. Sorry I'll miss all the fun, but my snitch needs to see me. Dirty Dan coming back so soon after he'd been evicted meant he was looking for a fight. Like his brothers, Alex loved a good brawl. Spooky man the one who told you where Ramon was? Court asked. Yep. To keep the other two FBI agents in the room from trying to arrange a meeting with his snitch, Alex had told them his source spooked at the drop of a pin. That if either of them came anywhere near him, he would disappear, never to be heard from again. They dubbed the informant Spooky Man, which amused him. Go ahead and take off. I'll back up Nate. Court followed Nate out. As soon as Alex was alone, he sent a text. On the way. Before leaving, he grabbed a plain black t-shirt from the closet where he and his brothers kept spare clothes. He pulled off the personalized one he was wearing, not wanting to show up at Spooky Man's stinking of cigarettes and biker groupies' cheap perfume. Each brother's work shirt had inspired their customers to give them nicknames. Alex's had a Jack of Hearts playing card above the Aces and Eights logo of a deck of fanned cards, earning him the nickname Heartman. Court's had a King of Clubs, so he was simply King. Top dog Nate had the Ace of Spades card on his shirt, making him Ace. The bar was the Queen of Diamonds, and a demanding queen she was as far as Alex was concerned. She ate up all their time masquerading as a front for their undercover work. Grabbing his helmet and jacket, Alex went to the garage they'd added at the rear of the Aces and Eights, pressed the door opener, then mounted his Harley. 15 minutes later, he parked his bike under a streetlight a block from his destination. Clicking on the alarm, he walked the rest of the way to High Tea and Black Cat Books. Going to the back of the building, he climbed the fire escape, careful not to make any noise. When he reached the window 2 stories up, he tested to see if it was locked. It was. Good, she had listened to him. His first visit, it had been open, and he knew better than most that there were night monsters looking for easy access to a woman's bedroom. He tapped a prearranged code on the glass, and the window immediately slid up. After stepping inside, he closed the window, locking it. It was undeniably odd to be sneaking into a woman's room for reasons other than joining her in her bed. They'd tried to think of a neutral place to meet, but Ramon had spies all over South Miami. Madison Parker, cousin to Ramon Alonzo, was running scared, and ever since stepping between her and Ramon when the jackass had tried to kiss her, Alex had accidentally fallen into the role of champion. Since that worked to his advantage,